Hello and welcome to Firearm Freedom. In today's video, we are going to be talking about what I consider stupid attachments to put on your defensive shotguns. I don't have any sponsors right now for the channel, so if you want to help me out, hit the like button, subscribe, comment down below, share the video around. All that stuff truly does help. And also, I am really trying to get this B channel started up. I have a lot of vlog content, action vlog content, and really just random fun stuff over there. So I will throw a card up in the corner of your screen now. I would really appreciate it if you subscribe. It means the world to me. So let's go ahead and get rolling with rage baiting in the comment section and just agitating a whole large group of people with this video. So I guess I'll throw a few caveats out here, a few catches, if you will. I am not anybody who has really been there and done that in the gun community. I'm your friendly local neighborhood gun tuber. I'm not an instructor. I'm not some crazy military dude. Although I think these accessories are stupid and I typically don't put them on my shotguns, it doesn't mean they are wrong to be on a shotgun. What I do have is a kind of an insane amount of defensive shotguns in my collection, and I have been shooting shotguns for years and years, and this is just kind of what I have gained and what has worked well for me over those years, and what I have found to be kind of total snake oil for me, and I've seen pushed all throughout the industry, and I've kind of consistently been able to tell who actually shoots their shotguns and trains with their shotguns in a defensive manner and who does not. On the table in front of me, I have kind of two opposite ends of the spectrum. I have one of my favorite shotguns of all time, which is this 870 retro grade, and then I also have my Beretta 1301 Tactical. Now, the 1301 Tactical is a great example to have on the table in this discussion because, man, is this shotgun being talked about a lot lately. And more importantly, it's kind of been majorly pushed in this new age Instagram kind of, we're going to show off a bunch of stuff but not actually shoot them type of community. Let's dive right into it. Some type of grip on the front of a shotgun. And the reason why I say that, so there are certain configurations of a grip that would be beneficial. But ultimately, if you see a grip that is designed to pull the shotgun towards the rear of the shooter, typically that is a dumb upgrade to have on a shotgun. And the reason why I say that is because usually you want to have a push-pull method of the shotgun, pulling the stock of the shotgun into your shoulder and pushing the forend of the shotgun forward. And what this is going to do is kind of create a really nice tension on the shotgun and allow you to really effectively control the recoil of the shotgun. It's a huge pet peeve of mine to see a bunch of grips. Now, what has really exploded recently is two grips on the bottom of the shotgun. And on top of this just being absolutely retarded, it looks stupid on top of just no sense being had. I've seen it advertised as kind of like a breaching device and then another device. Shotguns are incredible guns. They're even more incredible when there's not a lot of garbage going on all over the shotgun. This gun is complicated enough in the training and reloading process that when you add a bunch more things, it actually begins to complicate the process even more. What I have found to be semi-helpful are these little grip scales or some sort of a textured finish. That's really nice to have on a shotgun. Next one is a pistol grip stock. Now, this is one, I do have shotguns with pistol grip stocks on them. It is definitely not my preference. A pistol grip stock in certain applications with certain guns, I kind of get it. but at the same time, it's a dumb accessory for me because it makes reloading on a shotgun so much more difficult. I find a lot of people, similarly to AKs, try to begin to turn these shotguns into an AR, and they just are not. And if you've ever ran a shotgun, you understand how much easier it is to rotate the shotgun over and load that shotgun without a pistol grip in the way. Things like a Magpul SGA stock or even this Midwest Industry stock do a really good job of bridging the gap between the two, and that's why those shotgun stocks are so popular. So I would prefer anything but a pistol grip stock. If the model has it for other collectability, nostalgia, if it was supposed to have it, I get it. I use them. I'll run with them occasionally, but really a dumb decision in my eyes. Light setups on a shotgun. Now, okay, having a white light on a defensive shotgun, I would consider it probably a must. You gotta have some type of a light, but man, there are some dumb ways to run a light on a shotgun. First of all, without a doubt, on a pump action shotgun, I would never have a pressure pad of any type. This is insane to me. I've seen this a few times now, and it kind of blows my mind. Having some type of a standard tail cap, absolutely. That's what you got to have. I don't understand the drive to have a pressure pad on a pump action shotgun. Could it possibly work? Sure. But the reality of catching that cord and ripping it all to hell is extreme to me. I mean, that is absolutely what I would say you are going to do, is catch that cord. On a semi-automatic shotgun with the slide not rotating in an M-LOK handguard like on this 1301, absolutely. Having a light with a pressure pad makes total sense, but on a pump action shotgun, it's just not worth it. This one is one of a few, I'm gonna say, that's probably going to piss some people off. A sling on a shotgun. In any application that is not a military use, or in the civilian world, let's say an SHTF sort of shotgun, I would absolutely prefer to run my shotgun without a sling. If it does have a sling on the shotgun, I would try to do anything in my power to get that sling in an admin position that is just completely out of the way. I have never found a solution to really easily run a sling on a shotgun and still make it possible to do all sorts of reloads in different positions. It almost always gets in the way. The only time it might not is, again, on a semi-automatic shotgun. You're going to see a common theme here. On a semi-automatic shotgun, it does give you the ability to mount the sling on the left-hand portion or the right-hand portion of the shotgun and get it out of the way of your loading bay in this area down here. So if you can run your shotgun like that, great. But on a pump action shotgun, having a sling is a really big issue for trying to reload these things. Finally, let's open this can of worms. A dumb upgrade, in my opinion, is a red dot on a shotgun. I know. I've ran red dots on shotguns many times, and almost always I prefer a bead sight on a shotgun. And time again, I have found the bead sight on a shotgun to be faster than a red dot for me. Depending on the situation, a bead sight is usually faster. I will absolutely guarantee that a bead sight is faster than ghost ring sights. Contrary to popular belief, are bead sights less accurate than ghost ring sights? Usually, yes. I've learned this a lot with shooting clay birds with shotguns, or usually any type of hunting situation. Having a bead sight or a fiber optic type of sight up in the front that goes along the rib is worlds faster than trying to use a red dot for clay bird shooting, which I have done multiple times in the past. So there may be others with different mindsets with that, but for me, a bead sight is absolutely the way when it comes to a shotgun. I've seen many people try to use essentially AR configurations on their shotguns, and in my experience, that has always slowed it down for me. So I consider a red dot kind of a dumb upgrade for a shotgun. That's not me trying to say that, oh, your spread pattern's insane. Why do you want to try to make it accurate with a red dot at all? I'm just trying to tell you that they really got it right back in the day with a shotgun bead, and in many ways, I consider it kind of an early red dot, but just with how aligned that bead is with the barrel, almost always it's a faster option. You do see a lot of folks these days running red dots, and for a lot of folks, it runs really, really well. If I am going to run a red dot on a shotgun, I would really typically prefer it to be a large kind of donut of death type of reticle, just so that way I still have as fast a target acquisition as humanly possible. But again, I think a lot of the time this is people like looking for shit to buy for their gun. Most bead sights are going to be incredibly fast, and when you learn how to use them, I would choose one over a red dot. Good upgrades to have on your shotgun: some type of texturing in the rear and the front, whether that's checkering, whether that's grip tape, or anything else. Some type of texturing, good upgrade to have. Some type of ability to mount spare shotgun shells, because 90% of the time in a bad situation, you would be fighting with what ammunition you have on your shotgun. So some type of a way to do that, whether it's a hard side saddle like that or some type of Velcro like this, some type of a way to have extra ammunition on your gun, important. And then also a light. And that would really be it when it comes to a shotgun. Those few things allow you to have that shotgun and make it ready to go. If upgrades are what you want, a semi-automatic shotgun are going to be much easier to do those upgrades on and to kind of have more things than a pump action shotgun. There's a lot more going on with a pump action shotgun, and it's a lot more difficult to do upgrades on this that are going to make sense. Head up to the description for the ways to support the channel, and as always, stay tuned for more great videos coming soon.